Good morning, students. In this session, I am going to teach you about kinematics of particle. In that, we are going to study about curvilinear motion. Okay, curvilinear motion. When the path described by a moving particle is a curved line, then it is a curvilinear motion. For example, a rocket propulsion. When a rocket is propelled from the earth, it takes a curved path to reach its position. Okay, so this type of movement, the movement taking place in a curve. Okay, the path described by the moving particle is a curved line, then it is known as curvilinear motions. Okay, so projectile motion is one of the example of curvilinear motion. Projectile. So when I am throwing a ball, so this is a projectile. Throwing a ball, it describes a curve path. Okay, curve. It is a parabola, parabolic shape, curve path to reach the final point. So here we have to understand the term projectile. Okay, projectile. Projectile is any object thrown into space upon which the only acting force is gravity. When it is thrown into space, the gravity force only acting. So this is a projectile. The primary force acting on the projectile is the gravity force, and the initial force we are giving to project the object. Okay. So path described, the path followed by the projectile is known as trajectory. Trajectory means the path, the curve traced by the projectile. Baseball is an example for projectile. So let us study the definition of projectile motion. What is a projectile motion? If they are, we have to answer like that. When an object is in flight after being projected or thrown, then that object is called a projectile, and this motion is called projectile motion. For example, motion of a cricket ball or baseball is a projectile. Okay, the motion of a projected object in flight is known as projectile motion. So which is a result of two separate simultaneously occurring components of motion. So here two components of forces are acting. One component is along the horizontal direction without any acceleration, and the other component along the vertical direction, which is constant acceleration due to the force of gravity. Okay, when the projectile is thrown into space, two forces are acting, two component forces. One component is along the horizontal direction and another component is along the vertical direction. The particle, the projectile will move in the resultant of these two forces, horizontal and vertical component of forces. Okay. So see this projectile motion. So an object is thrown from the point O. It is given an initial velocity which is u. Okay, initial velocity u in this direction. So the object will move and describe this path and finally hit on the ground. Okay, finally it hit on the ground. So when I am drawing the curve x-axis and y-axis, so it attains a maximum height and then come down. So here what are the forces acting? Means velocity components. Initially one velocity this direction. Okay, velocity I am projecting at an angle theta with the horizontal. Okay, that is angle of projectile. So I am giving an initial velocity u at an angle theta with the horizontal. So here I splitting this force into two components, means u cos theta along horizontal direction and u sin theta along vertical direction. Okay, this u cos theta always constant here also. At all the point u cos theta remains same. Horizontal force remains same. There is no disturbance for horizontal force. But vertical component u sin theta, See this vertical component is varying. This vertical component is responsible for vertical movement. This horizontal component is responsible for horizontal movement. So, but the vertical force is going on decreasing due to the acceleration due to gravity. Gravity force is acting. So, this gravity force resists this vertical component. So, when the vertical component, this u sin theta becomes 0, means at that time it reaches maximum height and then falls down due to the gravitational force. Okay, so for first half portion it is moving with the initial velocity against the gravitational force. After reaching the maximum height, it fall down in this path with the help of the gravitational force. Okay, so here we have two components, horizontal component and vertical component. Horizontal component always constant and vertical component is varying, and at the maximum height vertical component of the velocity, the uv, okay, vertical component becomes 0 and then fall down by the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, this is called projectile motion. Any particle projected in space will move like this. So here path of the projectile is parabolic shape. The projectile is parabolic shape. The path is named as trajectory. The equation for this is y is equal to tan theta x minus 1 by 2 into gx square by u square cos square theta. Okay, so this is the formula for path of a projectile. Here what are the variables means theta. Okay, theta x theta is the variable. Okay, theta x is the variable. X x component, x and u initial velocity are the component. So this equation is the equation of this curve parabola. Okay, here time of flight. Time of flight means the total time taken by the projectile from the instant of projection up to the projectile hits the plane motion. Okay, time of projectile. When the object is moving, when it reaches a maximum height, the time taken to reach the maximum height is time of projectile. The formula is u sin theta by g. Then total time of flight is equal to 2 into t, because for the upward travel it takes t, the same time it takes for the downward travel 2t. So the time of flight is equal to 2u sin theta by g. Then maximum height attained. Maximum height means when vertical component of the velocity uv equal to 0, velocity becomes 0, vertical velocity becomes 0, it reaches the maximum height. The formula to find the maximum height is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. And then range means the maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile. Maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile in motion is known as the range of the projectile. This range of the projectile is calculated by the formula u square sin 2 theta by g. And let us solve one problem on projectile. Okay, a particle is projected with an initial velocity of 60 meter per second at an angle of 75 degrees. So velocity, initial velocity given, theta angle also given with the horizontal. Determine the maximum height attained by the particle, horizontal range of the particle, time taken by the particle to reach the highest point, and time of flight. So these are all the. So given initial velocity is given and angular projection theta is 75. So maximum height attained by the particle, we know the formula, right? H max is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. You substitute all the values, we will get the value of H max. Then horizontal range also the formula is u square sin 2 theta by g. Okay, range value also we got, the value was 183.48 meter. And then time taken by the particle, time of flight is equal to u sin theta by g. Okay, we will get the time as 5.9. Then time of flight means total time taken, 2 into t. So the formula 2u sine theta by g. So here substitute the values, we will get t is equal to 11.8 second. Okay. So this is how we have to solve the problem on projectile motion.